Hi Swapna, how are you?
Yeah. Hi, Rakesh. I'm doing good. Thank you.
So Swapna, can you tell me something about yourself?
Yeah. Myself, Swapna, and currently I'm working for Nanta Systems. My overall experience into testing is 9+ years, and uh, right now I'm working as an auto SDET engineer. And my experience as a automation test engineer is 3+ years, specializing in Selenium, TestNG, TDD, and BDD frameworks.
Mhm.
Um, Mm, we follow agile methodology in our project, and we have daily stand-up calls where we decide on like what we have done yesterday, what we are doing today, and what we are supposed to do tomorrow. As a test engineer, I take part in all the testing activities like the test design, execution, and planning of test cases, and in both manual and automation test scripts as well.
Mhm.
And I also take part in the execution of test scripts for different test types like functional regression, smoke, and sanity. And apart from these activities, I involve in collaborating with the developers and the testers as well. And I resolve some of the functional queries of the testers, uh, and also take care of the defect tracking and defect updates in the uh, Jira. And I daily send the status updates to my on-site coordinator.
Great, great,
So,
wonderful. Yeah, please go ahead. Hmm.
so these are all my roles and responsibilities and the day-to-day activities.
Okay, sounds great. So how many years of experience you have with respect to test automation?
3+ years.
Okay, fine. So can you tell me what is the difference between array list and linked list?
Okay. ArrayList and LinkedList, these two are the classes um, uh, that implements list interface, and ArrayList allows the duplicate elements, and it follows an order of inserting and deleting the elements,
Hmm.
and also ArrayList helps in all the operations like addition of elements, deletion of elements, and getting the elements on index based. Um, and Coming to linked list, actually this follows a sequential order of inserting or deleting the elements, uh,
Hmm.
and it follows. Uh,
You can take your time to think, no worries.
and internally it implements the HashMap techniques like whenever multiple elements are mapping to the same nodes, it implements the linked list internally, and all the elements are added to a single node uh, without any collision.
Hmm. Okay, so you were mentioning that it will follow the map technique. So it will not go for that. See, let me tell you the differences between the two. So there are three differences which you have to take care when you are telling in an interview. First is from the access level. Next is from the searching and retrieval from the elements. And third is with respect to addition and removal of elements. Right? See, with respect to array list, the addition and removal of elements in the array list, it's slow. Whereas in linked list, it is faster than array list because there is no need of resizing the elements. Let's say if you take a list that has already got 8 elements. Now there is a requirement, there is a need that you need to add two more elements to the same list. So you cannot do that in the existing list. You will have to create a new list. So with respect to array list, it will take time. But with respect to linked list, it's not gonna take time. So linked list is faster enough compared to array list. Hmm. Then if you see access level, so ArrayList will be implementing random access interface, right? You can search randomly all the elements in the list, whereas with respect to linked list, it will extend the abstract sequential list. So it will provide the sequential access to the element. So if you have given the elements in the form of, let's say 3 elements are there, so those alphabetical order would also be defined there, right?
Okay.
So there's a sequential access to the elements, hence the searching is slow. But if you say addition and removing the crude operations, that is fast. But as it's an sequential thing, so the searching, and if you have to get something, get some element from that particular list, or the retrieval, you can say, that would take time with respect to linked list, right? So this is the difference
Mm,
between the array list and the linked list.
mm.
Okay, now, hmm, are you aware about HashSet and TreeSet?
Yeah.
Hmm? So when will you use HashSet over TreeSet?
Set over TreeSet. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
TreeSet follows an insertion order. When we are not particular about the insertion order, then we can
Mm-hmm.
go for hash
Sorry, if you're not particular about the
insertion orders. Like
mm,
when we are not specific about the order of the elements
mm,
with respect to addition or deletion or retrieval,
mm-hmm.
then we can go for hash set.
Right, right. And you'll go, when will you go for TreeSet then?
TreeSet, and when we want to retrieve the elements specific to the insertion order, like the the sorted order, then we
Correct,
can go for
TreeSet,
TreeSet.
right? So TreeSet will be preferred over HashSet when you want to arrange the elements to be, you want them to be maintained in a sorting order. So then you'll go for TreeSet. You'll go for HashSet when you just want to search the element in collection, but you are not giving priority to the sorting order. Then you'll go for HashSet. Okay. Mm, okay. What is the difference between collection and collections?
Collection is a root and fundamental interface, uh, whereas collections is a framework in Java. Like a framework is a set of classes and interfaces usually, where
Mm,
in Java collections refer to a set of interfaces and classes that can be used for storing and retrieving or updating an elements to a to an array or any sort of collections. Um, and the collection is like it is implemented by iterator interface, uh, and whereas uh, collections framework is
mhm. Yes, yes,
uh,
you are going in the right direction.
collection framework has a multiple set of classes and interfaces uh,
Right. See,
where we can create a collection and do multiple operations like adding elements and uh, retrieving the elements and deleting the elements yeah,
mhm. See, I'll
in a collection framework.
correct, correct. See, I'll tell you the basic difference. If this thing is asked to you in an interview, you can tell simply collection and collections. There is just a difference of S in that.
Yes.
So collection, what is collection? It is the root interface that you mentioned. The keywords were also correct. It is one of the core interface. It will provide you the basic functionality for the collection. Whereas collections, if you say, so it has got some utility, it has got some methods that will operate on the collections itself, right? So that's how you can tell the difference between collection and collections. Okay. Now,
Okay.
can you tell me the interfaces which will extend the collection interface?
The interfaces that extends collection interface are list, set, map, and DQ.
Okay, and what about queue?
Yeah, queue also. List,
Queue
set,
also,
queue.
right? And what about the, uh, can you tell me the list implementations for list interface?
List implementations for list interface.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get the
Array
question
list,
actually.
right, right. So
Okay,
how you will
okay, sir.
implement, yeah,
Got it.
list,
List implementations are
yes.
like ArrayList, LinkedList, and vector
Mm-hmm.
um, and stack.
Correct, correct. Okay, now what is the difference between hash map and hash set?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
HashMap actually it extends map interface
Mm-hmm.
and as set it extends set interface. Uh, and HashMap stores the elements in the form of key value pairs,
Mm-hmm.
and HashSet it stores the elements in the form of value like values itself. And HashMap, it can accept only one key, one null key, and many null values.
Mm-hmm.
And HashMap is uh, and HashSet is unordered and unsorted, where the elements are stored and retrieved randomly. Uh, Here in a hash map, we can retrieve the values based on the keys and as well as the values. Um, and hash map is not synchronized actually. And hash set, I guess that I'm not sure, but I guess it's also
Mm-hmm.
not synchronized.
Okay, okay. What else? That's it? Anything else? Any other point you would like to add?
Mm. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
HashMap is the retrieval, insertion, and deletion of elements in HashMap is faster
Mm-hmm.
uh, than HashSet.
Okay. So you are telling the performance wise,
Yes.
hash map is faster.
Mm.
Okay. So let this be an open question for the people who are watching this interview. You can put down in the your answer in the comment section of the video, which is faster, hash set or hash map. Okay, now let me give you the answer for this question. Hmm. See, whenever you get this question, then try to cover these particular points. If you will cover these points, no, then it would be good. You will be able to have 100% response for this type of questions. So, what is implementation? So, hash set is implementing set interface. Hash map is implementing the map interface. If you say duplicates, so within hash set you cannot have duplicate, but within hash map you can have duplicate values, but duplicate key is not allowed. Dummy values with respect to hash set you can have, with respect to hash map it's not possible. The objects that are required for having the add operation, it is one with respect to hash set, it is two with respect to hash map. If you say speed, right, so it is comparatively slower than hash map. Hash map is comparatively faster because of the hashing technique that we are using here for adding and storing mechanism, right? With respect to null, it will have a single null value, it will have single null key, and any number of null values are possible, right? Here the data is stored in the form of key value pair. Here the data is stored in the form of objects, right? So that's how you can define the difference between the two, hash set and hash map. But I think mostly you covered, it is just that the speed. So what did you mention during speed? Did you tell hash set is more faster than hash map, or did you tell the other way around? Sorry, I'm not
HashMap
able
is
to recall. Yeah,
faster. I think.
yeah. So actually it is slower. So no worries. See why it is slower.
HashMap is faster, I said.
Yeah. So that is
Mm.
correct. Yes. So it is faster than HashSet. So you were correct in that answer, right? So this is the difference between the two. Okay. Now I'm telling you to come up with one of the solutions. So let me give you one Java program
Okay.
in which you have to remove the duplicate characters from the given string in Java, right? So this is the Java program that you have to write, and this is your input string, that is characters, and your output should be every character should come only once. You have to remove the duplicate characters from that string, right? So
Okay.
let me give you screen sharing rights. You would be able to, I think, share your screen. Yeah, you can use anything, ID, Notepad++.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, can you click on share screen button, the green color
Yeah.
button?
So is my screen visible now?
Yes, Notepad is visible. So which approach you are using here? For loop, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, and what is your approach? So you are taking correct. Okay, so you can first complete it and then we'll discuss.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do you want me to help you out here?
Yeah, actually, I'm not able to recall how to
Okay,
proceed
okay.
further.
No problem, no problem. That's totally fine. So let me stop your screen sharing. See, there are multiple approaches how you can achieve the solution for this particular problem. What you have to do is you have to remove the duplicate characters from the string. Now, in an interview, you might get a single string that is characters, or you might get multiple sentence words in that particular same sentence. So that can also be done in a string. So what we have done here is it can be done by using simple for loop. It can be done using sorting algorithm. It can be done using hashing. It can be done using index of method. So I'll tell you the solution from for loop and from index of method wise. So first what we will do is we'll take the size of that particular. So first in the first step you have to convert the string into the char array. That I think you were able to do that, right? You have to do that, and then once you're done, then you have to calculate the size of the array. Then what you will do is you will have one of the remove duplicates methods. So that we will see now. And in that particular method, you will pass all the character array and the length. So you'll traverse all the characters one by one. And if that particular string is present, then you will not add it. But if it is not, then you will add it to the final result. So let's take this program now. Yeah. So let me create a simple class. First of all, we are creating remove duplicate methods, which will remove the duplicates because we don't want the duplicate elements. We just want the distinct characters in that particular thing. So what we did is we'll be creating index variable. Okay. So first we'll define integer index equal to 0. Sorry. And then we'll use one for loops. So there are, okay. So what we will do is we will be traversing, we'll take the length of that array and we'll be traversing all the characters that are present in that particular array. And then we will check if the string of I is present before or not. So here is a condition. If it is present, then we need to break. If it is not present, then we need to add it into the resulting string. When I say resulting string, the final string that you will get. Then you'll be calling the main method. So let's say this is your string, or characters is the string that I gave you in the chat box. So that is there. So you'll be converting the string to the char array, and then you'll calculate the length of the char array, right? You'll remove all the duplicates methods, and then you'll find the final output you will get with the help of the distinct elements in that particular string. This is one of the approach, but if you are not able to recall this approach, then there is one more simpler approach, which is with respect to index of method. So what is the return of index of method? So whenever you are using this method, if you are not finding the same element present in that particular string, it will return you as a -1. So index of method, it will return -1 when the element is not present. So that's how we will determine. In the for loop, we were using nested for loop, and then we were using condition within that. That's the normal approach, that is for if. Here you can use index of method as well. So again, the same approach, you will be creating a string. You'll be again calling the remove duplicates methods here as well. And what you will do is you in the remove duplicate methods, you will create a new empty string and calculate the original string's length. And then you will compare both of them. See, uh, yeah, so this is your main method. But before that, if you will see, here is the approach. So what we have done is we are creating an empty string here. Then we are calculating the length of the original string. Then we are traversing the string, and then we are checking for the repeated characters. Okay, so here you are taking the output of index of method. If you're getting it as -1, then you will not do anything. But if you're not getting it as -1, right? If index of method returns true to you, then you will be adding that particular character to the distinct string, right? So this is the approach that you can use. But apart from this, index of and for loop, you can also go for hashing. You can also go for sorting algorithm. So in an interview, you can write the program with respect to any of these approaches. That is totally fine,
Yeah.
right? Okay,
Yes.
fine. So this is great. But the good thing is that at least you were able to start with that approach, right? You were able to start, you converted to char array, but then you have to go for loop. If you're going for loop approach, that was your approach, right? Then you can go for nested for loop in that case. Okay. Now, can you write a simple program which can show how linked HashSet is working? Any simple program if you can write,
Okay.
which uses the concept of linked HashSet.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, Swapna. Yeah.
Uh, Actually, I tried adding the elements.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not able to recall some of the methods, like for
Mm-hmm.
I'm
No
not
worries.
sure whether it's removed or
Okay. So let's say if you just write set dot add. Okay. So this is linked hash set, right? So it has one of the methods set dot add. Okay. And then you can use iterator as well.
yeah.
So, okay, now tell me one question with respect to linked hash set. If I am passing, let's say, four elements, so one, two, three, four, and two. Okay, these
Mm.
five elements I'm adding to the linked hash set, and I am running this thing in the loop. So let me show you one thing. Okay, so this is the program that you have written. Fine. Okay, fine. So let me show you if this question is being asked, then how you can write. So this is how you can write a simple program. Linked
Mm.
hash set. First create an object and then just set dot add all these things. These four elements I have added. Okay, Ravi, I have added two. Vijay and Ajay I have added once. Okay, then I'm running this while loop and I'm going for output println. Okay, now tell me what will be the output of this program?
Okay.
Mm-hmm,
Actually, in case of duplicate elements, it just ignores the repeated element, uh, which is which we are trying to add twice to this
mm-hmm. So,
linked
yeah,
hash.
yeah. So what will be the
And
output?
as it not specific about the order, like it is unsorted or
Mm-hmm,
unsorted, so the sequence of elements can be randomly like displayed. Assertion or the retrieval order can be randomly displayed. It does not maintain any insertion or retrieval order
mm-hmm. Are you sure?
while we are trying to access the elements.
Mm-hmm. Are you sure for that? The first thing that you told, no, that is correct, that it will not allow the duplicate thing.
Okay.
Mhm. So, see, the output would be Ravi, Vijay, and Ajay. That is correct. But see, the order it will maintain the insertion order. Okay, but it will contain the unique elements. Okay, so that is for linked asset. Okay, now what is abstraction?
Okay. Abstraction is one of the features of Java object-oriented programming language,
Mhm,
where we are trying to encapsulate the code and the behaviors of an object uh, in a class, and uh, we are trying to prevent the misuse of this, like the code as well as the behavior of an object, and like to achieve this abstraction, uh, uh,
yeah, yeah, please go ahead. You are going in the right direction.
yeah. To achieve this abstraction, we use access specifiers. We have several access specifiers like public, private, protected. Um,
Will you use access specifiers for encapsulation or for abstraction?
yeah, encapsulation.
Hmm. Okay, now tell me, with the help of abstract classes, will you be able to achieve 100% of abstraction?
No, actually, to achieve 100% of
Mm-hmm.
abstraction, we go for interface concept where we have all the abstract methods and we implement these abstract methods in the child class of an interface.
Correct, correct. So using interface, you can get the 100% of abstraction. What is interface?
Uh, Interface actually to achieve abstraction, we go for interface
Mm-hmm.
where we have all the unimplemented methods um, and these unimplemented methods are defined in the child class and here we are not instantiating the interface class. Uh, to create an object, we use the child class for to achieve this abstraction in using the interface. And while we are using the interfaces, we cannot create the constructors as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what is the difference between abstract class and interface?
Abstract class actually, whenever we are creating an abstract class, it will have both abstract and non-abstract methods,
Correct.
and abstract methods like these abstract methods are implemented in the chain classes, and non-abstract methods are implemented in the abstract class only. And here also we cannot create the objects of an abstract class, where if we want to call the abstract methods or non-abstract methods, we have to create the object of the child class, uh, and also we can create the constructors here in the abstract class.
Mhm. Okay. See, when you get this question in an interview, you have to tell like this. So, very important thing is that you mentioned the abstract class can have both abstract and non-abstract methods, and interface can have only abstract methods. So this is correct. With respect to variables, also you can add one point. It can have final, non-final, static, non-static variables. The interface has only static and final variables. Interface does not support the, sorry, abstract class does not support the multiple inheritance, whereas interface will support the multiple inheritance, right? So this is simple. Okay, Swapna, I am done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
Mm, yeah, I want
Mm-hmm.
to know the feedback.
Yeah, yeah. So feedback is good. You were able to recall. So let's start from the beginning. If I say, um, with respect to collections, the question was ArrayList versus LinkedList. You were able to get those differences. Then when will you use HashSet? When will you use TreeSet? That also you were able to tell that difference of sorting thing. Then the question was about collection and collections. You were able to explain that. So theoretical wise, you were good. With respect to program, if I tell if you have to remove the duplicate characters from a string, in that you are able to go, I think, up to 40 to 50%. You could have gone more, maybe if you could have taken some more time, but that's fine. 40 to 50% is good. At least you were able to think on that direction. And in an interview also, in a real-time interview, if you're not able to get the entire solution, then at least discuss those things with the interviewer. See, this is what is going on in my mind. This is what I'm thinking. Maybe we can do this. We can do. So that's how you can discuss and you can tell the solution. So he or she will also come to know, okay, she's aware about this, right? That was the thing. With respect to linked asset, you were able to write the program. The method, I think you forgot, but that's fine. But the thing that you have to remember is with respect to linked asset, it maintains the order and it removes the duplicate elements. So that was there. Abstraction and encapsulation, a bit of confusion was there. So you can reread those things, right? Rest all looks good. Yeah.